Today's devotion comes from Colossians chapter 1, verses 21 through 23. And although you were formerly alienated and hostile in mind, engaged in evil deeds, yet he has now reconciled you in his fleshly body through death, in order to present you before him holy and blameless and beyond reproach, if indeed you continue in the faith, firmly established and steadfast, and not move away from the hope of the gospel that you have heard, which was proclaimed in all creation under heaven, and of which I, Paul, was made a minister. Yes, indeed, I was alienated and hostile and engaged in evil deeds. And the worst part was, I thought I knew about Jesus and what the Bible said. I had grown up in the church and had heard many of the Bible stories, so I thought I knew what it was all about, when I really had no clue. It reminds me of when I was dating my wife. I told her that I went to a one-room country school that sat on the hill, just to the west of the farm. Well, our farm was in Illinois. If you've been to Illinois, you know what it's like. Now, my wife was from Dubuque, Iowa, a town that sits on the hills and bluffs of the Mississippi River. So when I took her to see the schoolhouse on the hill, she said, "Where's the hill?" My perspective of what a hill was totally different than her perspective. I also came to know that my perspective of what it meant to be a Christian was way off base. I have come to know that Jesus has reconciled me through his body and his death, so that I can come to our holy God as blameless and beyond reproach, just as Paul has said. And yes, as it says in these verses, I will remain in him and not move away from him. Let us make that our goal today, to know him and not move away from him.